You do not need another list of 100 people. You do not need to send 50 more cold messages today. And you definitely don't need to spend your evening chasing people who have already ignored you 3 times. What you need is a system. Because if your network marketing business stops the moment you stop messaging people, you stop following up, you stop posting products and explaining the opportunity, you do not have a recruiting system. You have a job that you created for yourself. And in this video, I'm going to show you the simple 4-part recruiting system every network marketer needs if they want to build online. Stay with me until the end because I'm also going to show you how these 4 parts work together to move a complete stranger from seeing your content to becoming a serious prospect. Before we get into it, if you are a network marketer who wants to learn how to recruit online and using simple systems instead of constantly chasing people, subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment below and tell me what is the hardest part of recruiting for you right now. Is it finding leads, getting people to respond, following up, or getting people to actually join? I read the comments because I want the videos on this channel to solve the real problems network marketers are facing. Now, let's get into it. Hello everyone, I am Miss Prue and I'm so grateful you are here today. On this channel, I teach network marketers how to use content, funnels, and simple online systems to make recruiting easier. And I'm currently building something I'm very excited about called the Automated Recruiting System. It is a step-by-step course for network marketers who are tired of guessing what to post, chasing prospects, and trying to explain the business to every single person manually. The course is not ready yet, so I'm not going to sell you something you cannot access today. But over the next few videos, I'm sharing some of the ideas behind the system. So if that sounds like something you need, subscribe so you don't miss the launch. Now, let me show you the 4 parts of a simple recruiting system. The first part of your recruiting system is attention. And this is where many network marketers get it wrong. They create content that says, join my business, buy my product, message me for more information. But ask yourself this, why would a stranger who does not know you, trust you, or understand what you do suddenly join your business? They probably won't. Your first job is not to recruit them. Your first job is to get their attention. And the easiest way to get attention is talk about the problem they already have. For example, if your ideal audience is network marketers who are struggling to recruit, you could create content like why your friends and family are ignoring your business, why posting your products every day is not getting customers, why people watch your presentation and still don't join, why sending more messages may not fix your recruiting problem. Do you see the difference? The content is not begging people to join. It is making the right person to stop and say, wait, this is exactly what I'm struggling with. That is the first job of your system. Get the attention of the right person, not everyone, the right person. Now, attention is not enough. Someone can watch one of your videos and still never join your business. Why? Because attention gets the click. Trust gets the next step. That is where your content becomes extremely important. You need to teach. You need to answer questions. You need to share what you are learning. You need to help people solve small problems before asking them to make a big decision. Think about what I am doing in this video. I'm not messaging you privately and saying, hey, I have an amazing course. Are you interested? You found this video because the topic interested you. You clicked because you wanted the answer. And now I'm teaching you something that you can actually use. That is attraction marketing. And this is exactly why I believe content should be part of your recruiting system. One good video can be watched by 10 people, 100 people, or even 1,000 people. You only record it once, That is leverage. But this is where most people stop. They create content, they get some views, maybe they even get followers, and then nothing happens. Why? Because they are missing part 3. Every piece of content needs a job. Ask yourself, after someone watches my video, what do I want them to do next? If your answer is, I hope they message me, that is not a system. Hope is not a strategy. The next step could be download a free checklist, watch another video, visit a page, or join an email list. Learn more about your business. The exact step can be different depending on what you are selling, but it must be clear because confused people do nothing. Imagine going to a supermarket, picking up a product, and discovering there is no price, no checkout, and nobody to help you. You would probably leave, right? That is what many network marketers are doing online. They are creating content, but there is no clear path for the interested people to follow. Now, we get to the part most network marketers are missing: follow up. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you spoken to someone who said, I'm interested, and then they disappeared? Probably more times than you can count, right? The old way is to keep messaging. Hi, just following up. Hi, did you watch the video? Hi, are you still interested? And after a while, both you and the prospect become uncomfortable. But what if your system continued educating the person? What if they could receive useful information, answers to common questions, and reminders without manually chasing them every day? That is where automation becomes powerful. And no, automation does not mean removing the human from the business. People still need people. Automation simply means using technology for repetitive tasks so that you can spend more time having real conversations with serious prospects. That is the difference. So now put the 4 pieces together. You create content that gets the right person's attention. That content builds trust. You give them a clear next step, and your system continues guiding and following up with them. That is very different from waking up every morning and wondering, who am I going to message today? One method depends on you constantly hunting for people. The other method creates a path for interested people to find you and move forward. And that is the kind of business I want to help more network marketers build. This is exactly why I am creating the automated recruiting systems. I kept seeing the same problem. People join network marketing companies and they are told to make a list, put a social media, post on social media, talk to people, follow up, but many are never shown how to connect everything into one simple system. So in this course, I am putting the pieces together step by step. We will cover things like how to choose the right message, how to create content that attracts the right people, how to create a simple lead magnet, how to build a landing page, how to create a funnel, how to connect pieces, and how to drive people into the system. I'm still building the course and I want to do it properly. So I'm not opening it today. But if you are a network marketer who wants to learn how to build a recruiting system instead of constantly chasing people, stay close. Subscribe to this channel because I will share more details as we get closer to the launch. Before you leave, I want you to look at your business and ask yourself 4 questions. How do I find people? How do I build trust with them? Where do I send them next? And what happens if they do not join immediately? If you cannot answer those 4 questions, that's probably the gap in your recruiting process. You may not need to work harder. You may need to build a missing part of your system. If this video helped you, subscribe because the next videos on this channel are going to go deeper into each part of online recruiting. Like the video if you found it useful, and in this comment, Tell me which part of the system you are missing right now. Attention, trust, a clear next step, or follow up. Share this video with another network marketer who is tired of chasing people. I am Miss Prue, and I will see you in the next video.